Welcome back to another episode of Friday Night Prime, powered by Patco Transportation. I'm Jackson Jeffrey.
And I'm McLean Calnan. Let's get into the action.
Sitting by here with Dave Bailey. Dave, gotta be good. Chipped another $500 off the block. Gotta be good. You guys are slowly taking this bounty down. Are you getting a little nervous now that you're finally getting to the end of the money that you guys can take away, and now that there's a set amount for the rest of the year?
No, it's kind of just racing as usual. At the start, I don't know, it was kind of a lot of pressure, but now it's kind of just business as usual. It's like, not old news, but we're kind of just used to it now, so just do whatever you can and just try and get to the front.
Another big story of tonight is the track was super grippy, a lot different from what we usually have with the 360s kind of glossing it down, lower races, and of course the precipitation that came in overnight. How did the track affect your driving style?
Yeah, first off, thanks to the track for sticking it out, because everybody really thought we weren't going to race today, and we did get it in, so appreciate the track for that. But yeah, just such a fast racetrack, and it's really hard to pass when it's like that, so the format kind of helped us, because I think a night like tonight, if we had to come from 18th or 20th, we probably wouldn't have made it there.
Final question is, you and Ryan Beagle are in an intense points championship. What do you guys think with the 49 team have to get done to take home that chip?
We just kind of got to do what we're doing. Just business as usual, I guess. It's worked so far, so we'll just keep doing it.
Here with Ryan Beagle, we have double features tonight, 2 times to defend the bounty. Talk about how you're going to come into tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Got to qualify good, obviously. Get through the first one, hopefully with no damage, and try again in the second one.
And obviously you and Bailey are head-to-head in points right now. Are you guys checking the points at all, or just running your race?
Yeah, I got an eye on it, obviously, but luckily tonight there's no points on the line, just show up points. So we're here, and yeah, we don't have to worry about it, so it's kind of nice.
Here with Brock Gregory, had a solid first feature. Second one didn't go too hot for you. Talk about how your night went.
Yeah, we started outside pole in the first feature. Track was a little bit different, a little bit more heavy. We tried changing some things. 15 laps. We got to be fast right out of the box. No time to waste. Dave's always fast around here. Has plenty of laps around this place, and got by us, and we kind of stayed with him, but did what we could and held off for a second place. Second feature, started 7th, got a little tied up, got into a couple cars, did all I could to hold off, jammed out the brakes, spun out, went to the back, and did all I could to drive back forward. Went around tried to smash around the top, and came up to a 10th.
And are you going back on G-Force TV? Are you looking about some stuff maybe you could do better next week when you come back to try and take down these 2 drivers?
Yeah, I definitely feel like we're moving forward with the car. There's definitely a few odds and ends that we could play with here still. A big thing is seat time around this place, seeing what the track's going to do, and make the right adjustments to the track.
Are you guys going to be back for the rest of the season, or is it just a pick and choose for you guys?
We're running for points at Brighton on Saturday nights, but it's kind of a pick and choose, and we'll be down here as much as we can.
We got a battle for the lead going on. Dave Bailey running on that outside. He's got a little bit of an edge, but Brock Gregory's going to let it fly, and they're going to drag race down the front stretch.
Logie and Beagle all over that 26G. They make their way into corner number 3. Beagle holding on to that 4th spot. Double checkered flags are out. Brewster, Baker, Dave Bailey holds on to the bounty. Gregory takes the 2nd spot. Logie, Beagle, and Klazinga, your top 5.
Wow, they were going 5 or 6 wide, and that got peeled right off the back end of the 13. Go tied in points. Oh, Liam Schwedek goes around right in front of the leaders. Bailey now running in the 2nd spot. Logie and DeMore, they're going side by side for the 3rd position now.
Corners 3 and 4. Carter Long with the double checkered flags in hand. It's the big dog, Ryan Beagle. we had a chance to talk with Liam Martin and first-time winner Larry Gledhill. Let's take a look at these interviews.
Sitting by here with Liam Martin of the 9. So, Liam, one of the first questions that I want to ask you tonight is there's a little bit of concern on if we were going to be racing tonight. Some rain touched down on the track earlier, but right now you and I were standing out here in the gorgeous sun. How do you think that rain that came down on the track is going to affect it, and do you think the track is going to change your style of driving at all here tonight?
Honestly, it might have just added some grip with that rain this morning. I was concerned too because I was sitting at work and it was pouring rain, and just hoping that we can come to the track tonight. Track-wise, I'm not sure because I think the guys planned for it, honestly. Like Zigger, I think he keeps the track sealed up. It always looks that way after a rainfall, keeps sealed up, doesn't have the water soak in too bad, and then he can just apply the rate he wants. But if it gets quicker, we'll just race it, and hopefully it builds up a little bit of curb. It's always fun and always something to bounce off of, so let's hope for that.
Another interesting story, Noel Teal Memorial, double features for you guys tonight. Is that going to affect your guys' strategy at all, or are you guys just going to go out and have some fun?
I think we're just going to go out and have some fun. It's a show-up point night for all of us, and 2 twin 14 laps for $1,400. We're just going to go chase it and see what we can do.
Final thing, after that double weekend with the Action Sprint Tour across Ontario, how are you guys feeling?
Feeling pretty good. The trip was great. We had 2 top 5 finishes, 1 podium, so we were super happy about that. But I don't know, the traveling was good, and we're excited to do a little bit more of it, but glad to be back home.
Final question for you is, what is one goal that you want to hit to have a solid night tonight?
Make both features for sure, and hopefully with landing that top 8 in time trials so that we can lock into the invert.
Here with Riley Mercer. You've won a couple Pro 4 mod races. Well, talk about that.
We went out, raced with like family, my grandpa and my dad. We all raced together out there. It's a fun club. Both wins at Ohsweken Speedway. Nice track, great owner. Just a great overall experience.
And is there any similarities between a crate sprint car and those Pro 4 mods?
No, none. Well, they both turn left, and they're straightaways, so there's really no comparison to either. Driving either is a fantastic experience.
And this is your first full-time season behind a crate sprint car, right?
Yes, sir.
How are you feeling? You feel more comfortable from the start of the season?
Yeah, a couple crashes definitely didn't help with confidence, but we're back up there. We're getting better.
Standing by here with Larry Gledhill. So Larry, must have been one of the greatest nights for you in your racing career. Finally got your first career win. Talk about it, especially on a Twin 14 night.
Well, it's unbelievable. I haven't been doing this very long. 25 years ago, I raced a stock car for a little while, and then the bars got Eric and I into this in 2020, and then COVID hit. So I don't have that much experience, and it was a great night. The car just sat where it was supposed to. It had takeoff. And then coming around that last corner, I seen the white come around the corner, yellow. And a little bit of disappointment there, but we were able to take off again, and it worked out well.
Another thing that was a big story is talk about the track. So the 360s weren't here, trying to pave down the way and make it smooth, so it was a little bit tackier. Also some rain came in, and shorter distance races not allowing too much time for the track to fully get paved in. How did that affect you guys?
I had so much grip and bite, like coming out of 3 and 4, the thing was just wanting to go. It was like a racehorse. It was just let me go, and you could go into the corner as long as you could stay against the wall. If you got out 2 lanes, it got a little bit slick, but fortunately I was able to keep it up against the wall. The guys told me just run it against the wall and make people pass you on the outside, so it worked out. It was great.
Final question for you is, now that you got the win, what's next?
I hope more, but I'm a realistic guy. Now, the last few weeks have been really good for us. We made some changes to the car, and it's competitive. And I was starting to think I was getting old or something, but heck, I'm just getting started now.
One of the most important events of the year, coming back around this time, it's the Noel Teal Memorial. Twin features for every class. This was a great night and a big moment for Kiana and her family.
My racing role model is 100% my sister. She's really inspired me forever. Yeah, she always gets me a little bit. I wish I could be like her.
And of course, Kiana talking about her sister, Noel Teal, who tonight we race in her memory. We lost Noel to a tragic accident out in British Columbia. I believe it's been 4 years now. And tonight we race in her memory. The amount of laps we run for our crate sprints tonight. 14 laps in each of their features for the number of Noelle Thiel, car number 14. She was called Sunshine in a fire suit, and she was that for sure. And her sister, Kiana Thiel, will pace the field tonight. That's who we saw at the end of that clip there, her hero being her sister, Noelle. So Kiana will lead the field behind the pace truck tonight. We'll do the missing driver formation as they get this field lined up, but we'll give it to McLean to do the starting line.
All right, Kiana, the crate sprint division at Ohsweken is so competitive, and it looks like it's going to get more competitive this year.
Yeah.
You continue to improve. So what are we looking at for 2026?
I mean, like, it's competitive, but as they progress, I do too. I'm really confident in this year, and I think I'm set up really good. I got a new chassis, new car, getting it all together this weekend. So I'm hoping that I can comfortably sit around top 10. Like you saw last year, I was just touching that. I made a 6th one time. That was really exciting for me, but I'm hoping to see that more often. And then I want that to be kind of my comfort zone this year and then work up to top 5. Yeah.
Comfort zone is a really good term because it's hard to teach a driver to go faster. You have never had that problem. And I probably talk about it more than I should, but you don't lift.
Yeah.
Like, I watch you drive through situations, and quite often you'll get sideways at the end of it, which shows you did everything to get around a situation except take your foot off the throttle.
Yeah.
And it's kind of how you have to drive a sprint car until your decisions catch up, your experience catches up to what you know the car will do. Have you noticed that as you get better and better? Like, wow, I was racing for a transfer spot in the B main. All of a sudden, I'm driving up into the top 10 racing against better drivers.
I've definitely noticed 100%. I'd say, like, when situations happen like that, your first reaction is to let off. But oftentimes, like, you know, your car's going to back up on you and you're just guaranteed you're going to lose a spot or, you know, whatever the situation is. But if you just, like, keep it in, there's that chance that you can still make it out. I think I learned that from my micro sprint racing, and that's kind of where I got that skill and brought up. And I think that as I learn more, that's going to be something that's going to be really helpful in the future for me.
All the way back to the beginning of Ohsweken, there's always been competitive female racers in every division. We had female sportsman modified champions, sprint car champions in the micro sprint. Does that matter to you when you're out there? Are you representing females in sport, or are you just Kiana and you want to do your thing?
I mean, I've always thought of it as I'm just Kiana. I want to do my thing. But as I've been racing longer, I've noticed there's a lot of, like, young girls at Ohsweken Speedway, and they come up to me and tell me how inspired they are from me. And I think that's really special that I can be someone that they look up to. I would think it's not so much like boy versus girl. It's to show that girls can have some competitiveness and be successful. And it's important for me to show, like, little girls, anyone really, that I can inspire them. And I would say, I mean, that's really the only difference it makes for me. I want to show them that I can do something.
Yeah, no, that's really cool. Because like you say, to be a role model, you have a role to play. You're a young race car driver, and if you do appeal to young women, I'm sure there's boys out there. There's girls and boys that are big fans of Kiana Thiel.
When it comes to it, though, you're in the car. I mean, you look like everyone else. No one, I mean, if someone comes from a different track, they're not going to be like, other than my car's purple, they're not going to be like, that's a girl. I mean, plenty of guys have purple cars, and we've seen it a bunch on the track. So once my face mask is down, you don't really know what I am. And it's fun when I come off the track and I can say I'm a girl and I passed you, but it really doesn't make a difference when you hit that green flag.
What's going to be your best finish this year? You got to 6th last year. What kind of goals do you set out?
I mean, the goal is always first, but I'm looking at, I don't know, maybe a 4th would be really nice, special to me. To make a podium would be incredible. That
Can't
would
wait.
Be really special for me.
After that heartfelt moment, let's take a look at the highlights from the crate sprints.
That's a close one still. Not got on Keegan. Oh, they make contact.
Baker goes around, he'll slide up the racetrack.
Porter's going to dive down on the bottom, get a little bit of an edge, but Liam Martin's going to rock it again there. Not quite able to pass the one. Martin, they're trying to make that outside work, but coming here to the feature win for the first crate sprint. Twin 14, McNamara's going to take it, Costin in second, and Steve Murdoch's going to finish it off in third.
Kiana Teal takes her position behind the Strickland's pace truck in the missing driver formation. Pole position left open in memory of Noel Teal.
Greg, you can only imagine what Kiana's feeling up there. Pacing around, thinking about her sister. Her hero, as she said, and she will get her position. We'll get her back in spot, and we are just about ready to go for Twin 14, number 1, in honor of Noel Teal.
Gledhill down through 3 and 4. He's boxed in behind Hofstetter. Oh, trouble on the front stretch. Jeremy May breaks, and that's going to bring out the caution flag. Wow, Liam Martin just cleared Murdoch, and demand, here he comes. He's right on the tail tank of Gledhill. Down the back stretch they go. Through 3 and 4, does Martin have anything? Checkers in the air, Larry Gledhill's gonna grab his first in car 14. How fitting is that?
Get up there, youngster, and show us how much you love it. How about it for Larry Gledhill?
For over 40 years, Patco Transportation, together with Encore Transportation, has helped move business across North America. Based in Ayr, Ontario, with a second terminal in Dalton, Georgia, this family-owned company is built on experience, reliability, and service. Patco Transportation, your LTL, truckload, and special events carrier.
Now let's take a look at the mini stocks. Nick Erskine and Alexander Klotz picked up their second feature wins in the same night. Let's take a look at the highlights.
That outside line in corner number 2 work, but it's a 5-car breakaway at the front. Jeff Elsliger's trying to use a lane a little bit higher than anyone else to get around the other 4. When it comes to big events in this division, the 3 guys behind Nick Erskine have won them all.
He'll get the win in this first feature. Alex Riley's going to take it home in second.
Now door to door with Ken Hare. There is not anyone really off the pace in this feature from the front to the back. It's a quick one. 3 wide now this time by Klotz is going to lead. And you can see it, this youngster now is out in front trying to pull away from some of the absolute best. 2 laps left to go for Alexander Klotz.
Alexander Klotz, second feature win here at Ohsweken Speedway.
Let's get over here and talk to Nick Erskine first. A good handshake here and some good sportsmanship. Nick, what does it mean? You grew up here in a stroller watching your dad race a Sportsman and mini stock. How does it feel to be a winner here again?
It honestly feels so much. It was so much fun. That first race, I enjoyed every bit of that. Racing with Kenny, Riley, everyone like that. It was just lap after lap going at it. I ran for my life. It was so much fun. But it means the world to me, you know. And I hope wherever you are in the world, I hope you enjoyed the show tonight. I think I only talked to her for a little bit in my life, but she was a wonderful person, and I wish, I definitely hope she enjoyed the show, and her and her family. This is a big night for them, so I hope they're okay. I also want to wish a happy birthday to Casey Walker, sort of thing.
We got Casey here. Come on around front, birthday girl. Congrats, Nick. I know it means a lot to you, and enjoy this one.
So, sorry, what's that?
I know you're going to enjoy this one.
Oh, 100%. I'm happy he's on the pad too. I'm like, you know what? Good night for everyone around. I really enjoyed tonight. It was so much fun.
Nick Erskine, everybody, and Casey Walker, our birthday girl. Alexander, 2 in a row. This has got to feel darn good, man. Is it true that confidence, you knew you could do it coming into tonight?
Oh yeah, well first thing I gotta say is I'm extremely sorry to Ken Zotto. I missed him last week, so this one's for you guys back in the pit. Kenny, oh my God. I just gotta thank my mom, my dad, Mike and Karen, Sierra and Ryder, and Case IH O'Neill's Grindstone Landscaping, Ken Zotto, Gasket City, and Klotz Auto, and TWR Karting. And I know the 360s aren't here, but thanks to all you guys fans for coming out.
How about it for Alexander Klotz and Nick Erskine? What do you got, Alex?
Bonjour, Adam. How's Quebec?
He won't be able to respond anyway. Sends a shout to Adam. How about everybody for our 2 mini stock feature winners, Alexander Klotz and Nick Erskine. Great job by them.
Well, you didn't show up with less hair than last year. How do you get that all in a helmet?
Believe it or not, I had a haircut recently. There's not much left up there at this point, but balaclava.
Okay.
Balaclava helps.
Stuff it all in and pull that helmet on.
Gets a little warm in the middle of the summer, but it's nice when it comes off also.
Tristan, you ran in a division where only 2 drivers had multiple wins. A lot of different drivers in victory lane. What do we need to do for Tristan De Silva to bust in there?
Yeah, there's a lot of different winners last year. Really competitive division. It's grown quite a bit since I first started, 10 years ago now. Overall, I think for me right now, we're working on the rear end. She took one hell of a pounding last year and had to do a lot more repair than we were ready for so far, and left it all for last minute as always. It's the De Silva way, so rushing to get that done. But I think we've got something to figure out for this year.
You know, a lot of fans look at the classes that race at Ohsweken, the sprint cars, of course, the 360s or the headline division, the crate sprints, the thunder stocks, the mini stocks. You probably fall in line 4th, but not in competitive racing and not in how much time and how finicky they are to make go fast. How hard is it to make a mini stock competitive?
It's never ending. It's never ending work on a car. You will put hours of labor into it just to go out there and during practice have one little thing go wrong and all that time was for nothing and you're back where you were last week. And it's just constantly having the motivation and dedication to racing to keep trying, keep changing, keep experiencing, especially as the division grows. We keep introducing new rules. A couple years ago, we introduced a couple new cars. You see that kind of changing what cars are out there, the top 10 every year. It's also really nice to see at the same time and just like to continue where I am ever since and just keep it in the top 10.
And that, like you say, that's a challenge. It's an ongoing challenge. What was your happiest moment last year, your happiest race night?
Happiest race night was near the beginning of the year, I'd say, back when I finished 3rd overall. And then throughout the rest of the year, we didn't have that much luck, but being able to park it at least almost there just gives you that willingness to try. It gives you the motivation that sometimes those hard weeks you don't think you have, and then you're raised back up and want to go back at it once again.
It was funny because Jillian Hills was the champion in 24 without winning a race.
Yeah.
She goes out last year and wins the very first race of the year. Do you see that playing out for you? Not that you won the championship last year, but you were robbed of victory lane. How big a deal would it be to park it in one of the first night or 2 of the season?
After what we've done over the last couple weeks, it would be that feeling of just satisfaction, the gratitude that we need after putting that time and the effort and everything to make this car work again. We're not rebuilding or restarting. It's coming back out. That car's, again, been out since 2014, and she'll continue to be as long as possible. We'll keep throwing more parts and pieces at her to make her cross that finish line.
So what's the goal for 2026?
Honestly, 2026 is going to be a new experience for me. I'm actually taking a night off this year and letting my brother hop in behind the steering wheel for a night, as I'll be off in Edmonton for the week with my girlfriend for a little vacation time. So honestly, overall, I'd like to keep it in the top 10, but who knows? Maybe I'll pass the wheel up a little bit more.
Freight doesn't move itself. It takes timing, trust, and a team that knows the road. For over 40 years, Patco Transportation, together with Encore Transportation, has served the North American marketplace with LTL, truckload, and special events freight. Family owned, cross-border ready, and built to deliver. Patco Transportation, moving business forward.
Now, not a usual division here at Ohsweken Speedway, but the Mod Lights came to town for the twin features in the Noel Teal Memorial, and that was a great show.
Yeah, they had some carnage there. 2 first lap red flags and doubler features. It was an exciting night.
Let's jump into some of the highlights and see what happened.
On the bottom, going into corner number 1. He's got the 27th time to be the outside. Oh, one upside down in corner 1 and 2. That's going to bring the red flag out.
Hard ride there for Nick Sarantakos as RaceMed is on the scene. Watch the 44 goes around, and then Sarantakos has nowhere to go, catches the left front and up and over. Your leader. They'll roll through corners 3 and 4. Oh, Josh Schleider and one over. Going to go to the red flag very quickly.
Tough break for the 17 of Slider. The right front is missing off that car. He will be done here as Cornish gets put back on all 4 wheels, and so 291 might be all right. All kinds of damage here. Tough break for Josh Slider, one of the favorites here in the Mod Light division. Josh, tough break, man. Glad to see you're okay.
Yeah, I'm good. Biscuit come out of the right rear and the thing just come around.
There you have it. One of his spring rubbers came loose. He came around, and that was the end of it.
Number 1, he's got the 27th time to be the outside. Oh, one upside down in corner 1 and 2. That's going to bring the red flag out.
And Sarantakos has nowhere to go, catches the left front and up and over. But Josh Schleider and Fabio Oliveri.
Cross leg shown, 6 laps left to go. A little bit of contact there.
Side by side right now for the 4th position. You've got Anderson and Schleider. That's Josh Schleider in the 17. And then they've got a couple of cars stacked up behind them. And
if Cody slid up the racetrack there, he'll hold on for the first feature event win.
Here's your leader. They'll roll through corners 3 and 4. Josh Schleider and one over. Going to go to the red flag. Ashton Anderson's going to get the win over Ryan Anderson, Sean Antati, and then it's Chris Watson and Fabio Oliveri makes his return to Ohsweken Speedway with the top 5.
First off, Sean, let's talk about your run. Winner of race number 1. Welcome back to the Big O Cheeseburger. How'd it feel to be back?
Oh, I miss this place. Our first time back a couple years ago, I stepped on my wiener and spun out in the middle of 1 and 2. But I don't know. Glad to be back. Better results. 1 feature, number 1. Congrats to Ashton on his first feature win. I got notified in the pits. I was the 50th win in the Savage Race Chassis group, so I got to thank them. Josh is my car owner. He's treated me well throughout the whole time. I got to thank my sponsors, Garrison Automotive, M&A Masonry, Hollow Maple Farms, John Stalenzi at Welland Chev, and Ohsweken, you guys. Thanks for having us back again, and look forward to next year.
Ashton, they tell me it's your first win. Talk about it. How does it feel to be in victory lane?
It feels really good. You know, the track was very good for the weather before, and the track did a great job putting it together for us, so thank you.
Awesome job. Who do you want to thank here tonight?
I got to thank all my sponsors, Groundworks, SA, Infinity, Oak Run, ProFab, T-Tech, Remarkable, La Dolce Vita, Limburg Electric, Pet Value, Lash Doors, Daikin, Welland Chev. Everybody helps us here.
Good job. Ashton Anderson gets it done.
And that just about wraps up another episode of Friday Night Prime powered by Patco Transportation. I'm Jackson Jeffrey.
And I'm McLean Kellnan. We'll see you all next week.